So hi guys, in this video I'm going to solve this two sum problem. Okay, so according to this description, if you go through it once, like given an array of integers nums and integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solutions, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So the thing is, like, whenever we are given an array and we would be given as a target, so uh, the element which sums up to this target, we need to retain the indices of that. Okay, not the element itself. So in this case, like 2 plus 7 is 9, then we would return 0 and 1. Okay, so here in the second case, if you can see, 3 2 4 and the target is 6. Okay, 3 plus 2 it's 5. Okay, 2 plus 4 it's 6. So yes, target is met, and the target, our indices would be 1 and 2. So for, and so goes on. Okay, so for this, like, what we can do is we can use the brute force approach, which would be going through the each and every element of the array and adding them, but with that would require two for loops. So we should like look for the more optimal solution, right? So in that case, like, what I'm going to suggest, what I'm going to do is, like, we can create a map map variable which would be keeping the track of the indices and the number, the element. Okay, um, so let's name this as a count map. Okay, okay, so how this would go is, here 2 would be as a key here, and 0 would be index as a value. Okay, so this would be something like this. So 2 would be key and 0 would be its index. Okay, and so that, okay, so that is how we are going to make this structure, this store the data in this structure. Okay, this data structure. So you can use alternately object, javascript object also. And okay, so just, you should know how to access the key and the value. Okay, and how to make this. So for now, I can do is I can iterate over the array given. Okay, so to iterate over the array given, I 0, I plus plus. Okay, and then I would look for a complement. This complement variable would store the target minus the current index element. So if it will look for whether it is there on the map or not. So first of all, you need to understand what how we are for storing the values. Okay, then so in that case, like, count map dot set, we are setting the key as a element itself, and the indices as its value. Okay, so going through this code, it looks like we are iterating over the array number nums and setting each and every nums to its element value and its indices. Okay, the value should be indices. So now what I need to do is, like, complement is something like, if there is a target, suppose 9. Okay, I will do is target minus the current uh, element. If if it already exists inside this count map, then what we can do is we can return directly its indices and current indices. Okay, so uh, how we can do is dot has we would look for complement. Okay, and if there is already a complement, then in that case what we can do is we can return the complement value which would be the indices, right? So in this case, if when we are in the second iteration, 9 minus 7 would be 2. So 2 is already there in the map. Okay, so and the second indices would be the I itself, means the indices of the current iteration. Okay, so whatever the number was selected and uh, and it was minus by the target. So what happens is whenever it comes over the first iteration, it would encounter 2. It would check for 2 is target minus 2 would be 9 minus 2 would be 7. It would check for the complement 7. If 7 already exists in this map, no, it is not there. So it would go to this line and set the 2 equals to 0. Okay, and then again for the second time when it encounters the 7, what it does is target minus 7, which is 9 minus 7, which will be the 2. So it will check for complement. It count map has 2. Yes, it has 2. We will get the complement, count map dot get complement, which would return indices 2. Yes, 2 with the what was the value? Value was the 0 in this case. Okay, and I would be the same index of the 7. Okay, for the second iteration, where it increases every time. Okay, so if not, then what we would do is return an empty array. And as you can see, it has passed all the 3 test cases. So time complexity and the space complexity would be O of n, O of n. So O of n would be because of due to this loop is iterating over the nums, which would be n, which can be considered as n, and count map in the worst case, whenever it's not and there was no complement. Okay, so there was no 2 indices which would have the elements which would equal sum up to the target, then in that case it could go up to the on. So on of was its time complexity and space complexity both. So yes, so guys, thank you for watching this video.